Today I'm going to be going over shoulder and back flexibility exercises that are my personal favorite that I do at home. In this first stretch, I'm going to be doing a straight arm stretch targeting the shoulders mainly. And what you want to do is you want to, while pressing your chest towards the floor, lock out your elbows and really keep that back straight. Okay, you can just watch and see what I'm doing here. Slowly I'm able to go deeper into that stretch. My chest gets closer and closer to the floor. But really important again to maintain that L shape. You want to keep a neutral spine. Make sure your head is in alignment with your back. And if you want a deeper stretch, you can go onto your knees like I'm doing here. However, for the most part, you do want to make sure you keep that L shape and don't arch your back like I did here in that last clip. If you don't have a bar at home, no worries. I have 2 different options for you guys to try. However, if you did want to try this at home, all you would need is a flat, elevated surface for you to press your fingertips or your hands down on. So if you don't have a bar and don't have any elevated surface, you can try yoga blocks. So I'm going to stack the yoga blocks on top of each other. Place my hands on top of the yoga blocks. You can either stack the palms or place them next to each other and repeat the same process that I did on the bar. So I'm pressing my chest towards the floor, keeping my head up. And if you need a deeper stretch, you can do what I'm doing here, which is taking the 2 blocks, standing them upright, and then stacking them on top of each other. So after I do that, I'm going to put my hands on the stacked blocks and press my chest again towards the floor. And as you can see there, it's a great stretch. It's a lot deeper. There's actually a space between my chest and the floor. I'm just repositioning now to give you guys a better angle of exactly what I'm doing, but there's a huge gap right there, and I can really push now with that extra space to get that deep stretch. So you guys definitely should give this a try. If you don't have yoga blocks, you don't need them. You can achieve the same stretch using just the wall, and I'm going to show you that right now. So using the wall, we're going to do the same stretch, and what you're going to do is you're going to stand about arm's length distance away from the wall, and then you're just going to walk your hands up. So here, that's what I'm doing here. Just walking my hands up until I'm at my maximum capacity. The goal is to push your chest to the wall. The idea is we're trying to push the shoulders back as far as possible to get the deepest stretch. And I'm going to show you from a different angle, because the difference between this and the bar stretch is there is an actual arch in the spine now compared to the stretch on the bar where our elbows are locked out and our arms are completely straight. And you're about to see that here in a second. So right here, you can really see the arch in the spine, and you can actually see that my armpits aren't touching the wall, so I definitely still have some more room to grow and to increase my range of motion and overall flexibility in the shoulders. Moving right along, this next stretch is the stretch where you put your hands behind your back and you try to touch your fingertips. And to prep, I'm going to be externally rotating my palms behind my back before I, go into that finger locking back stretch. I have no idea what to call it, guys. If you know the name of it, just let me know. But if you can't actually reach your fingertips yet, I'm going to show you a trick with a resistance band in this next clip. You can make that stretch even more advanced by adding a resistance band like I'm doing here. So we're going to perform the same stretch that I demonstrated in the previous clip. However, we're going to incorporate this resistance band. So again, we're going to have the palm facing out as we put our hands behind our back. And then instead of linking the fingers, we're going to just use the band to pull and add some resistance. So I'm going to do one arm at a time. So I'm starting with my top arm and I'm pulling the bottom arm. And if you notice, it's making my fingers go further down my back the more resistance I add. So I'm increasing my range of motion, and you can really see that when I do my back arm. So look, I'm going to pull the top arm, and you're going to see my back arm go closer and closer up my spine. For this next shoulder stretch, you're going to put your body in a 45-degree angle and walk your hands back behind you until your fingertips are touching, as far as you can, until you feel a nice deep stretch in your shoulder. And don't mind me dancing here, I was listening to music. But you're just gonna hold that, walking back as far as you can, and it should feel really nice in the shoulders. It's kind of like a reverse version of the bar stretch that we did earlier. So the final exercise I'm going into is just a regular back bend. You can get into this however you like. And then I'm just going to do some bridge rocks. And this is really going to open up my shoulders. As you can see, I'm pushing through the heels and rocking up back and forth from my hands to my heels. If you guys don't know how to do a back bend, I can definitely make a separate video on some tips and tricks that I've learned along the way that's helped me. But yeah, I'm just gonna go on my toes now for a deeper back stretch. And then I'm gonna come down nice and safely. After that, I'm going to bring my knees in towards my chest, give it a nice little hug, do a little bit of rocks, and you can stay here for as long as you need to. So here I'm just doing it on my other side. Remember to do both sides if you are going to try this to stay balanced. And again, I'm just going to do my bridge rocks, rocking back and forth from my hands to my heels. If you want to make this a more advanced stretch in your back and your shoulders, you can try lifting one leg in the air. Or you can try doing some straight leg kicks. I didn't really do them here because I was struggling in this back bend on my bad side. So that's all the stretches I have in today's video. You can opt to do a cool down if you would like. That's what I'm doing here with a child's pose. And then I'm going to go into a cat-cow. So I'm going to arch my spine and then contract the spine. And again, arch the spine and contract the spine. But that's it. If this video was helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.